All right, how you doing? I'm just gonna go over how we can use the updated Mac script that I wrote for Rumble Rose Double X to replace a character model in the game. I'll be utilizing the DLC since I personally find that easier to work with. Um, the DLC, however, is just a body replacement, but the one body will be applied to all the characters in the game. So that actually it's really interesting, and you can apply your model mod to all the characters at the same time. So that's really cool. The one caveat about that is that if your model replacement has any skin on it, the particularly joining from the neck to the head, um, you have to use the original model's body to do that because they tap into the original the original body's texture assets and they will tweak the color tones of those textures to match the head. So you have to be aware of that. Also, they use some sort of texture name search up. So certain texture names, like body, lag, that sort of stuff, you can't use those as texture names. So when you're making your own model edit, just ensure that your names are somewhat unique so that the textures don't get mistaken as body textures and replaced with skin tones. So just keep that in your mind. With that said, we'll get at it. Okay, so to get the script running, if you're seeing it on GitHub, you can go to New Script and you can paste it, just the text, and then you can go to Tools and Evaluate. Otherwise, if you download it, you can go to Scripting, and then you can go to Run, and then select the script that way. So I have it in my last recent, so I'll just open it. We're going to go look at the DLC for a second here. So yeah, we're going to be using the Xena or Xenia emulator for Xbox 360, and I'm just going to go to File and Show Content to see the Contents folder. If this is a new install, you probably won't have these folders, but this is the content ID for Rumble Roses Double X. So we're going to go in here, and then 001 will be your game save data, and then this 2 will be your DLC. I've already gone ahead in advance and downloaded the DLC, not downloaded the DLC. I copied the DLC from Xbox 360. I had to unpack them. So these are already unpacked, and we're just gonna grab candy for this one. Do normal, and we'll put that into this folder. Oh come on. Okay, you can rename this. I'm gonna be using Devil May Cry's Miss Lady or Missy, or is it Miss? I forget her name. We'll just call it Lady. That'll be our DLC name. And then in here we actually we'll probably put the slot number in here as well. Oh wait, did I 513, my bad. All right, with the DLC, you can only modify in that slot. So the slot is 513, so I can't make a copy of this folder and expect it to load both of those as DLC. It will only read the first instance for that slot. Currently, we don't know how to add a new slot. Um, it probably is possible. I just didn't look into it. But yeah, so right now that's the slot number. I'm just gonna leave that there so it's transparent. Because if you're starting to download a lot of mods and somebody's using the same slot and you're wondering why it's not loading, it's probably because they're using the same slot. Um, so in here we have a bunch of configuration files. I'm just gonna gloss over them, but just beware that this is got a bunch of icons in it. So we'll just copy this. You can go to unpack text file, or actually, sorry, unpack pack file. We can double click on that, and then in here you'll have the icons. What's interesting is the DLC actually has several color swaps, actually 4 in fact, but for whatever reason you cannot use them. You can activate them in the preview if you go into a hex editor into the pack file and change this to 4. The file is in here too. This is the file. It's just a small little catalog file. You can change this one to a 4. But yeah, so we just change that to a 4 in the hex editor here. And I'll show you, you can actually toggle the colors, but yeah, they don't really work, which is kind of sad. So yeah, let's go into the game. I'll show that to you. Oh, let me do that. Open. Might as well get this out of the way. There's no way to turn the audio off until you get to the game. Sorry, this is gonna be loud. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'll show you the... So we should have the name of the folder, which is our mod. We can load that. And what's cool about it is we can select the... Well, these are the same color. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, it will load the pink variant. But as soon as we exit, the game will revert back to the first color swap. So if there's any like one of those crazy reverse engineering. Wait, why'd that one load? Oh. Now I just look stupid because I just said you can't load it and it just loaded it. What the fuck? I swear I didn't load on the other one I tested. Let me just try another accessory. Oh, those are the, oh, I got black boots. Oh, those are white boots. Black shirt. We'll do those boots. Blue shirt. Let's see if that actually sticks. Oh, see, it took out the skirt. Oh, it replaces the whole thing. Okay, let me just do the blue one. I don't understand. Okay, yeah, that wasn't working before, but anyway. That was crazy. Anyways, yeah, so you have 4 color swaps. You can only use one of them. I don't know why it's using all 4 of them, but we'll just ignore that happened. Go into this folder called E513. That'll be the slot number. In here is the configuration file. This configuration file seems to kind of be in the C language. And it has comments here that explain how the file works, and then it configurates how the folder works. So M for model and T for textures. And normally those other 4 textures don't work, and I don't know why they did this time. But yeah, we don't really understand the configuration file, but that's what the configuration file is for. It's supposed to tell you where the files are for those swaps. So inside this folder are the 4 color variants. Yeah, you're not supposed to be able to configure the last 3, but we can edit the first one. So we have the textures, and it's in a texture archive, and then we have a model in this file here. So I'm just going to import that model, and we'll do our model replacement on it. So import these 2 normals and skinning. Actually, we don't need normals; we just need the skinning. We're going to be using this as a donor to get some information from to complete our mod. So we import this one. And I'm just going to find the folder for my model characters. Okay, so we're going to import, oh, Mary. Her name was Mary, not Lady. So Lady or Mary is from Devil May Cry, and we're going to be using her. All right, and we're just going to unpack the textures. Oops. Unpack text file. And we can then save our max file in here. Model. And then I might as well just copy. Yeah, just copy the texture files that we'll be using in here, because we'll repack it later. I don't need those, I don't think. Okay. So now we should be able to reload this. When you reload the scene, you'll try to look for the textures in the immediate path. It should load up the textures. You notice that the body, the skin, the nude body is white. That's because those textures are loaded dynamically in the game to match the skin tone of the head. So we're going to have to salvage that when we do our model replacement. So we're going to do a little scene management. I'm just going to go into the layer editor, and we're just going to select, I'm just going to select everything here. Put that on new layer. I'll just say that's the base model. And then there's some files that are hidden. I'll just move that to its own. These are the collision objects. Excuse me. This first layer is green. That's where everything's going to import into. I'm going to use merge. Otherwise, you would just import your model wherever your model is. Okay, let's get rid of a few of these items. We can't use your head, unfortunately, so we're going to have to remove some pieces here. Oh, shoot. The hands are just gloves, so I think we can get away with that. Oh boy, I don't want to do like everything, but uh, yeah, I guess we're gonna have to. So, yes. Okay. So these clothes we're gonna have to fit onto our donor model. Oh, let's activate the base mesh. Oops. We have to fit these. I'm gonna try and do this quick and dirty because I don't want the video to go too long. But I also just don't want to shortcut you on like the actual process. So I'm just kind of doing this the best I can here. I'm gonna change this to performance so I can kind of get a better idea about like what's going on. I need to make a copy of this. And this is, we're just gonna cut this one up. I need to get the nude base mesh out of here. I'm gonna remove the skinning, and we're gonna try and capture the nude model underneath. Select ID. I don't think we need the arms. I think this stuff I can probably get rid of. Okay, so that should just be the, I think that's underwear, so that's fine. So hopefully that will work okay. I don't know why it still looks kind of silly, but we'll just get to it. So that's the, oh, we want to hide this guy, so we'll take out our, not sure where the other edit went. Oh, there we go. It's a bit easy. Alright, so I can kind of just get away with deleting stuff that's there. We can keep the legs. There? Yeah, okay, I think I'm good. What I should have done is actually, just to make this easy on myself, easier, I should have just moved this, all this geometry into a single object. So usually what I do is I just make a box and then I convert the box editable poly, and then I just go and I attach all the objects in the visible scene, the box, and then I just delete the box as a sub-element. And then you have to make sure your model is converted to editable mesh. Editable mesh is triangles, and editable poly is n-gons. And if we're editing, we'll use editable poly, but for the exporter to work, you have to be using triangles, so just keep that in mind. Okay, I got some things here I don't want, like the eyeballs. So I'm trying to do this as quick and dirty as possible. So that's my base mesh. Okay, cool. I'm just going to try and move these around. I don't know what's going on with this. There's like a lot of stuff. Oh, it's fine. Okay. So we gotta change this. I think I can delete stuff from here. Just not that area that's open. Okay, so I'm just gonna move these vertices with a soft selection. I gotta be careful not to select other geometries, so I isolated it by edge distance. The boobs didn't really come out that well. Yeah, so if you want to do a better job, I'm doing this really quick, by the way. Yeah, you want to get a better complete mesh. You want to spend more time on it, that stuff, yada yada yada. Um, just to make sure it looks as good as possible, but I'm just trying to get it done quickly here. Alright, I think that should be good, so let's go. There's a few more things actually. This is not quite right. I think that's the neck. I'm not sure if that's which geometry that came from, actually. Oh well. So we'll just, yeah. I think the glasses I should separate. And I'm just going to attach the glasses to the head, which is probably this bone here. Yep. And I think we should try to go for it. Yep. Cool. Okay, so actually one other thing I will do is I'll remove this component because it's like the skirt. Okay, cool. I should probably move that to its own layer so I don't get confused. We'll just unhide everything. And then we'll just hide stuff here and see what I need. So I need the base mesh and this two stuff. Okay, so that's the original base mesh, by the way, with the skinning. That's the weights. So what we're going to do is select our new model and we're just going to cheat and copy the weights from the other one. So we're going to apply a skin wrap Change this to face deformation. Just use a 0.1 and make sure you copy weights to everything. And then you're just going to add that base mesh, and it's going to calculate the weights and copy them. Click off add to finish your selection, and then you can go down to the bottom and then convert it to skin. Right click and hide that. We still have to do the skirt. So just repeating the steps, skin wrap, add, and then where the skirt went. And we'll just go down here and convert it. Let's hide, and now we should be good. The standard, I'm going to save our progress. I'm going to just save this as a variant. I'll just say 1. Before we delete the base mesh, I just want to copy the material data. There are a lot of little parameters in the data that we need to get rid of, and I just want to set them. I'll show you what the data looks like. So I'll just click on here. Yeah. So if I open up one of these materials, I'm using an old standard material, and then I've appended a bunch of the extra parameters directly from the game's file. We need to preserve these. However, some of these are configurable, like the normal map and the specular map. That might be something you want to go and replace yourself to get the best quality. But for the purposes of this tutorial, I'm just going to overwrite them with a dummy one so that we can just get through this quicker. I'm just going to close this. I'm just going to take one of the normal maps. Actually, I'll grab... Oh, well, that's fine. I just think that might be something shiny. Whatever, it don't matter. Okay, so I'm just going to grab one of the pixels here. Come on, pixels. Double click, and we'll just size it to something like that. And we'll save it as... What's going on here? Dummy, or normal map. Dummy. Yes, please. We'll close that. And the name here we'll just copy and put in here. We're also going to click on the donor mesh. We're going to click on pick object, select the base, and then hit copy material. And then we're going to find our mod, and then we're going to select, oops, try to change that back. We're going to select that and then paste over the materials, override them. Okay, and that should copy all those weird parameters. We don't understand all the parameters, and I just don't have enough time to invest to figure everything out. So we're just going to use the materials from the donor model that we know work. Okay, so I'm just going to nope, cancel. I'm going to save this again as another version. I will then delete the base model. Oops. And then we should just have our new model. Hey, wait, where's my skin? Oops. Okay, that one we need to keep. And I need to, you know what I can just do is I'll just copy it like this. Copy, paste, I don't got time for this. And we'll delete. Okay, so I should have skin on it. And we'll go from there. Yep. Just hide the collision data. I think that looks good. Except the skirt's not supposed to be here. What the heck? Alright, I think I'm happy with that. Save it as another version. Always make lots of backups. Okay. And I think that doesn't look right. What the heck? Oh, she's got shorts. Oh. Might just have to delete the shorts. Actually, that might work. The normal maps, or not the normal maps, the skin weights are going to be like really bad because you're supposed to do your model editing first and then clone your weights, and then you need to go through and then tune your weights to make sure that there's no issues. So we kind of did that in the wrong order. Um, but yeah, so we can probably get away with that just for the sake of the mod working. And yeah, there we go. 15-minute mod. Okay, we're gonna just save and we're gonna export it back out. So we're gonna go over there and replace the model in that folder. While it's doing that, we will repack the textures. Actually, I can't do that because 3ds Max is frozen. I gotta wait for that to export. Thank you. We're gonna create new text packer, texture archive. Select. Yep. And that should save outside of here. We'll just make a backup of the original and then replace that. I forgot to make a backup of that, so that sucks. All right, let's go in the game, and I thought I opened the game. Darn. All right, let's open this up again. Sorry, this is gonna be loud because it has to go through the whole dun 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 dun. Ugh, okay. Cool. Yeah, this game weighs around the crotch. I was kind of worried about. Those glasses didn't actually stick the way they're supposed to stick. Oh well. You get the gist of it. So there's a character model. I kind of do want to replace the glasses. It's just going to complete the effect. Alright, so the glasses got to go up like one glass's size up. That's a measurement. Oh, I can see on here. That's the eyeballs. So we'll just go up like that. Yep, cool. Thank you. Let's reload that. Oh, that looks like crap. Okay, quickly. Alright, while it's overwriting, we'll just go into a match that way. We can see how it looks in the match. There's a little bit of a seam on the neck, I noticed. That's probably because of the vertex normals. A trick to get around that is actually import the head, weld it to the head, and then the normals will be completely the same at that seam. But, oh well.
Dixie, Clements, R. Takira Sunrise!
It just crashed. Oh man. Alright, let's try that again. Sometimes the emulator just crashes. Alright, try it again. Hey.
From Japan, Zero Fighter, Reiko Hinamata!
It's kind of awkward with the music. Alright, it's getting a bit much. Let's skip this.
Origin unknown. Roses, on your marks. Fight! Take that!
Oh, this game was brutal back in the day. Okay, that's true. Okay, sorry that took so long. I did just want to show the whole process because um, I don't want to give the misconception that this is easy or you can just jump in. This is just a lot of you need to be kind of versed with a 3D editor. There's some technical things involved with it. You know, you're scurrying between if the game crashing or why is this thing happening or you know updating your textures and that kind of stuff. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope that gets you started on your modding adventure. All right, so long. Bye.